Okay, when multiplying by decimals, the best advice I can give you really is to get rid of the decimal points. So for example here, we're going to cross out the decimal point here, and we're going to cross out the decimal point here. Then we would have the sum basically as a normal division sum. So 2, 4, 3, 5 multiplied by 6. Okay, so this kind of will eradicate any issues with place value and that kind of thing there. So what you then need to do is count the decimal places after the decimal point. So the number of decimal places there are in the sum, you will need to have the same number of decimal places in your answer. So if we look at this one here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 decimal places in our sum. So therefore we would need to have 5 decimal places in our answer. So we'll go here now and we'll go 6 times 5 will be 30. So 0 and carry 3. I tend to put my carrying at the top just because it's out of the way, but you can put it wherever makes most sense to you. So then we have 6 times 3 is 18, plus the 3 would be 21. So we carry the 2 and the 1 comes down here. 6 times 4 is 24, plus the 2 would be 26. So again, we're going to carry the 2 and the 6 comes down here. And then we have 6 times 2 is 12, plus the 2 would be 14, and we can put that in here. Now we need to put our decimal place back in. So when we look here, we have 5 decimal places. So if you count from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you would then put your decimal point in here, and then we can insert a 0 in here. So the answer to this sum here would be 0.1461. You don't need to include the 0, you can if you want to, but you don't need to, and you have answered the sum. Now you'll notice that when you multiply with a decimal less than 1, so a decimal that is smaller than 1, your answer will actually be smaller than what you started with. Okay, so that's something to be aware of as well. Now let's come down and have a look at the second sum. So we have 47.8 times 1.2. So again, we're going to take out the decimal points and we would be left with 478 times 12. Okay, so this is going to require us to do long multiplication. So if we go here now, when you're doing long multiplication, if it helps you, partition out the 12 into the fact that you're timesing by 2, and here you are timesing by 10. And when you're multiplying by a tens number, you will take the 0 and you will put it in here. So we'll start by multiplying by 2. So we're going to do 2 times 8 is 16. So 6 and carry the 1. 2 times 7 is 14, plus the 1 would be 15. So we're going to carry the 1 and bring the 5 down here. And then 2 times 4 is 8, plus the 1 would be 9. So 478 times 2 is 956. Now we're multiplying by the tens number, but we put our naughty naught in here, so we can treat this as a 1. And 1 times 8 is 8. 1 times 7 is 7. And 1 times 4 is 4. So we're going to then add these numbers together here. And we would have 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 8 is 13. So the 3 here and bring the 1 over here. 9 plus 7 is 16, plus the 1 would be 17, so 7 here and carry the 1, and then 4 plus the 1 would be 5. And you now need to put your decimal places in. So in our sum, we had 1, 2 decimal places, so we need to have 2 decimal places in our answer. So we're going to count from here, 1, 2, decimal point will go in there. Okay, so hopefully that will help consolidate your learning on that one there.